Hello and welcome to my Sonic Boom Bioshock plasmid overview. So, that was a mouthful. Alright. So this ability, there's Sonic Boom 1 and 2. The second one pushes foes with more force. So here's what it does. Push a dude, they take some damage, they get knocked over. So you notice probably right away this uses a lot of Eve. One way to offset this is to run a wrench build. Push a dude, whack him. So the basic strategy with this, like the only really viable strategy I can see, is to run this with wrench and just like push foes into a corner and just whack the crap out of them. Assuming you can see them. Oh, let me hit the fire. So you can refill your Eve and just whack the shit out of them. Now this is only effective against weak foes. It does nothing against Big Daddies and turrets. So this strategy really only works with the plasmid. Here, let me show you my build. You will need Bloodlust so that you get health and Eve every time you smack a dude, and then Sport Boost helps, Wrench Jockey helps. I'm not sure that Wrench Lurker affects these. I'm pretty sure it actually doesn't, because they should still be considered aware. They're just knocked down. So if you want to run Wrench Lurker, you'd want to use bees. But this is totally viable against, like, just, like, basic enemies. Alright, so we got a dude. He's talking crap. Whoops. Sometimes it, like, fails. It'll, like, hit like, the ground or something. That's just something to keep in mind. This is probably one of the more viable strategies. You could also use like a gun with it. The reason I wouldn't use a gun with this is because you get your Eve back from the wrench, and you can close distance gap with the crowd control, and then just continue whacking them. So it refills your Eve and costs you nothing. So now you have like a different 1-2 punch. Pretty much anything works with the wrench in this situation. This is a really fun dynamic build though, where you can just kind of like put enemies in a corner, just whack them until they're dead, and then if they try to get up, you just keep knocking them back down, like that Chumbawamba song. But so yeah, that's Sonic Boom. It's definitely pretty fun to run. Knocking down foes, ragdolling them is pretty dynamic. You can combine this with like a shotgun or some other weapon. I don't recommend it, just because you want to save on resources, and getting your Eve back every time you whack something is just strong. You can also angle foes up. So if you see there, if I angle up, it'll send him flying upwards. So for example, let's see if I can whack him 3 times with Eve. So I can angle him up to send him flying off of this. So you basically have complete control over splicers with this ability. So it's not bad, and it affects the electric thuggish splicers, which are a nuisance in the late game because they can't be shocked with Electro Bolt. And you can also hit multiple foes at once, and for the cost, it's really not bad. So yeah, it's definitely a good ability. It's great with the wrench and Bloodlust, so definitely try running it. It's pretty fun, and I'll see you in the next one.